Hello YouTube. What's up YouTube? I hope my signal's good. We are back at it again, making another video. Here's the location of the project Casa Al Arab. Weak transmission signal. It is unstable due to a weak network connection. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully it connects. You can barely even see the trail. People usually walk out here every single day, but I'm the first person here in over 48 hours because of the whole Kalabuddam Scandal and the bonfire that they made too big. People were worried it would start forest fire. Someone called the cops on them. Now none of them are allowed back here. Half of them are in jail for arson, which is ridiculous because they were just having a campfire pit. Look at all the burned leaves and stuff with all the black smoke on them, all the charring. You can barely even see the trails here on the Pecan Vista Mountains, here in the rainforest. They cut down a lot of trees. You can see clear holes that are meant as vents to make smoke signals. And you know what? I think we're in zone 8B. We are that high up above sea level. Do you recognize any of these plants? This is in zone 8B. This thing grows all over here, and it has thorns on it. This is zone 8B because we're so high up above sea level right now. And of course, invasive English ivy and Bahariterra, this is what it does. But it's not as outrageous to people, apparently, as the destruction caused by these trails in the woods and the campfire pit. Alright, this is right here where they pulled the char leaves from. All the fires they had was mostly here in this campfire pit. There were other fire pits too, but they destroyed them before the cops came, and we don't know where they are. This is exactly where those famous videos are. There's 3 very short videos of the people in the rainforest making the smoke that you can find on YouTube and on the internet. There's 3 videos of the people down here in the smoke in the Kalabuddam Scandal. Only 3. And every single one of them were taken from right over here on this trail where there's no pine needles. See where there's been a cleared out trail? Hard to see, kinda. And you know what? They were all taken right here facing this way. That's the log. If you look up Kalabuddam Scandal on YouTube, you look for the videos, this is where it happened, okay? It was all going down right here on this little fire pit. The firemen or the police or someone pulled all this stuff out of the pit and left the burning logs on the ground on the dry pine needles so the fire can spread because they don't know what they're doing. If anything, the Shia militia was more safe with fire than the firemen. They pulled burning logs and embers out of a fire pit in the ground and laid them on the dried pine needles on the forest floor. I know it's a rainforest, but like we've been in a drought up here, and this part of the rainforest hasn't had a lot of rain during that time. It wasn't until the storms came in yesterday and today that this area got so wet. And they had snacks on the table that they didn't get to put away. Anyone who didn't get arrested are either bailed or fled. They fled the scene, and some of them have been captured, some are still missing, can't be found. They left all their snacks on the table, all their Cheetos and animal crackers. These used to be animal crackers. These still kind of look like Cheetos, but I swear they're mushy and bendy and flexible and rubber-like. Ugh. I'm surprised they're not covered in ants. There's been a bunch of flies and gnats around here. There's a water bottle that used to be tea. Not sponsored. Ignore the logo. It's not sponsored. This is a registered trademark of Lipton tea. Blah, blah, blah. Disclaimer. Don't delete my video. Whoever's watching this, about to take it down and reviewing it. It's just a sign, man. It ain't worth it. This is documentation of history. This all stuff will get cleaned up by people, animal, birds, or nature. This isn't going to be here forever. This is like the only documentation we have of it. And it's a live stream, so you can't say it's scripted or that I messed things up. This is exactly how they left it after the Kalabuddam Scandal. And you know what? You can see broken glass on the ground. Someone cut themselves. They broke glass trying to escape. I think there was a mirror around here somewhere. It's gone now. Someone must have stole it since the woods and the Shia militia's outpost got abandoned. Someone must have took what was left of the mirror. There's glass shards everywhere though. If you see that shiny stuff on the forest floor when I moved my camera. Because there was a big old mirror here and it got broke because they heard the sirens. They'll start putting out the fire down there by that orange log, by the fire pit, down the trail over there. Everybody started running because they heard siren, and you can hear someone in the videos actually. One of the videos with the audio still in it, the original, one of the first free videos uploaded of the Kalabuddam Scandal to YouTube, of the very few there are in YouTube. One of them, actually, you can hear them saying, no, it's just a ambulance driving by. It's not a fire truck or police coming for us. You know, someone actually was trying to convince them to sit back down and keep making their smoke signal to communicate with another group in the Shia militia who is in another plot of rainforest behind that neighborhood over there. That's a neighborhood. See the fence and kind of house for the tree? There's a neighborhood over there. On the other side of it, there's another plot of rainforests. And if they could get the plume of smoke to reach 135 feet in the air, that would be about as high as they'd need it for the other Shia militia members to see it where they were. So they were trying to make a big old smoke fire to get that signal out there. But someone else sold the signal too, the police and the fire marshals. So, valuable lesson, don't join militias and gang-like groups, I guess. Because you will get busted, and if you're not, you'll have to flee and hide and become a fugitive and wanted. And that's not funny or easy either. And I'll tell you what, I was with those motherfrickers 2 days before. The only reason that they don't have anything to charge me with is because I didn't commit any crimes or do anything illegal. But I was with them and advocating for, you know, protesting about the Shia minority in Bahariterra's Muslim community. And I was using smoke signals to communicate with people and send them, you know, details about organizing protests. But I did it on my private property, so it was legal. These guys did it in the middle of a dry forest. It's a rainforest, but at the time it was dried out. And that is not smart. Alrighty. Well, as you can see, there's nobody in these woods. Ground and running away from fire trucks.